Avatar: The Last Airbender. This episode is the episode right before Tales of Ba Sing Se. I just realized that, and it really makes me mad because I want to watch Tales of Ba Sing Se, but I can't until next week. Do you not know how fucking frustrating that is? Because that is the best episode of the show, or at least one of them, anyways. And it's like I can't fucking just click on it and watch it right now. Like a what? Because I gotta watch these every week. Yeah, next week's Tales of Boston State. Be ready for that. This episode is so good, though. Not one of my favorites, but it's a great introduction to where the rest of the season is going. Basically, everybody's at Bossing Safe finally now. You know, how do I put it? Basically, Bossing Say's got this creepy atmosphere while they're there. They're trying to get this message to the king. They're kind of being avoided with that. They got these Daily agents following them around that are creepy. And it seems like everybody that they mentioned the war about the Fire Nation to doesn't want to speak of it. And it seems like it's frowned upon or something's going on. And they finally go to this fancy meeting with the king. And they meet basically this guy who's like... He's basically like a guy who's speaking for the king, and the king's still shrouded in mystery this whole bit, and you don't even see the king in the episode really. So in this episode, we see that this guy, and he's like, "Hey," he's threatening him. Clearly knows something about Appa. At least that's hinted at. And he's sitting here, threatening the Avatar, like, "Hey, we're gonna kick you out of the city if you don't stop mentioning the war." So basically, to put it lightly, this is basically Ba Sing Se has basically become Germany after World War II, where they were like banning like any mention of the Holocaust. Like, what Holocaust? That didn't happen, and it was just a horrific thing. That happened, but they don't want to talk about it. Except this is weirder because there's a war currently going on, and there's all these refugees coming on, but they're using clearly some weird hypnotic tactics at the end of the episode we see because Jet, learning that, Zuko and Iroh are firebenders, tries to expose them, and then ends up getting kidnapped and brainwashed, and it's like, oof. And Zuko and Iroh in this episode are refugees, and they're starting their new life at this tea shop, which is really interesting. And I like to see where that goes. We'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, really good episode for setting up the creepy atmosphere where this plot is going. It's not so much like one of my favorites where I go back to it. It's a really good episode. It's really just a setup episode that's really great at that. Yeah. Can't believe we're almost done with season 2. Sadly, I will not be able to finish reviewing season 2 before I have to jump into the live action remake show coming out on Netflix, which I'm really not excited about, and it's gonna be really hard not to review this show and to talk about that monstrosity. But I gotta do what I gotta do, guys. I can't help it. So let me know your thoughts. Like, share, and subscribe.